Hello YouTube, we are back with another video. Today I want to talk about some of the things I don't like about this truck. I have waxed poetic about all the great things about this truck, everything that I love about it, the reason I would buy it again. But let's talk about some of the things I don't like. There's not a ton of things I dislike about this truck, but we're going to talk about the 5 things I hate about the Ford Ranger Raptor. Now, hate is kind of a clickbaity title, I know, but the algo likes it. There's not really anything I hate about this truck. There are a few things that I find annoying. There are a few design choices I think Ford should rethink or should have done something different. But I want to talk about it in the video because these are things that may be deal breakers for some of you out there, and I think it's important for you to understand some of the things I don't like about the truck after living with it for 5,000 miles and roughly 5-6 months. All right, number 1. Hello, Hoss. You are in the way. All right, number 1. Not putting 35s stock. I don't know what Ford was thinking. The stock comes truck with 33-inch KO3s, and they look absolutely tiny on this truck. 35s minimum should come on this truck. They fit. They don't fit perfectly, but they fit. People say with a standard offset, which I think is negative 55 or no, plus 55, with a 35-inch tire, you were able to fit it in here without rubbing. I did rub a little bit in the back, but there is enough room in here for Ford to make it to where you could fit a 35-inch tire. Not sure why they didn't do that. From what I understand, there may be a future with a 35-inch stock tire on the Ford Ranger Raptor, but that's pure speculation at this point. Ford, if you're listening, please make an option to where you can put stock 35s on here with a factory lift so people don't have to do this themselves. Number 2, the stock seats are fine. They're okay. The leather quality is not the best. I like this leather here on the side is nice, thick, supple, probably so it won't wear down. The leather here in the middle seems very low quality, especially coming from Ford. Usually the F-150 Raptor, the materials on those seats are great. There is some Alcantara here on the side, which whatever, it's holding up fine, but the seats themselves are just kind of meh for such an expensive performance truck. I don't think this Alcantara right here is going to wear very well. It's already kind of pilling up on me getting in and out of it, maybe just because I'm a big old dude and I put a lot of wear and tear on it. But I don't really love the leather quality of these. They're not the most comfortable things in the world. This is super flat and kind of hard on long trips. I could see where this would get uncomfortable after a while. The bolstering's fine. I'm a big guy. I fit in here well. They're not too small. It's just the overall quality doesn't wow me. Like when I sit in them, I'm not like, this is great. This is really nice. This is luxury. I guess maybe it shouldn't be luxury, but I don't know. And the fact that it's not ventilated, I know it's kind of nitpicky. Like, wow, you need ventilated seats, but we're talking a $60,000 truck. I think all the other competitors have ventilated seats, and the black truck with the black interior, man, it gets hot in the summer. And I'm even in Colorado where the summers aren't as brutal as, say, the Southeast. The ventilation would be really nice in these seats. You can do it, cat skins, you can get new leather and new, you can actually get like the cooled seats with the perforated leather. It's $2,000, something like that, $2,000, $2,500 to get that upgraded. Ford, I think you should come out with an option with ventilated seats stock. So another one of my nitpicks is also in the interior, and that is the vertical screen, the dreaded vertical screen. So I know there are some vertical screen lovers out there. I just don't get it. I think it's a dimensions thing on the interior of the Ranger Raptor. I think people that designed it were maybe worried if you put a horizontal screen, it takes up too much real estate, and maybe the vents don't fit or something like that, but I don't like the vertical screen. Really, you're only using this much space for maybe navigation and infotainment. The rest of it down here stays static this way. It's all your AC and all that stuff. But most of this down here is redundant to the hard buttons. So you have hard buttons down here that do the same thing as the buttons here. It's just an unneeded redundancy. Give me the manual buttons down here, give me a horizontal screen up here, and make it to where it's more usable space. When you're off-road, say you have Onyx or something like that, like you only have this much space. I know it's nitpicky, but I just don't understand. It was probably designed to fit, but really a horizontal screen just works out way, way better. I'm probably gonna wind up getting a small tablet to run off of my mount up here to then run Onyx or something over here. So this can just be for the radio or for Spotify or something like that. But I wish they wouldn't have made that design choice. I wish they would have went with a horizontal screen. This is another one of my dislikes. The fourth dislike I have is the stock bumper. It's fine. It's a bumper. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look terrible. It's pretty boring, to be quite honest. But on the Ranger Raptor, I'm sorry, the Bronco Raptor, and on the F-150 Raptor now, they have modular front bumpers. And now this may be something Ford does on next year's model, the year after, to try to refresh it, get people to go buy new ones. But there's no mounting points here. And the fog light hole here leaves no room for you to do anything. There's not like really a good cutout for you to be able to stick like an aftermarket style fog light in it. And I think it's just a wasted opportunity. And to get a replacement bumper from aftermarket's like $4,000 to get it installed and done up and whatever, and maybe your sensors go haywire or whatever. But Ford, can you please give us a bumper that we can use? You have the modular bumpers, you have the means. Give us a modular bumper on the front end. Make it a little bit more aggressive, make it a little bit cooler looking. I think the front bumper is probably one of the more boring parts of the Ranger Raptor, and I think it's a missed opportunity for them to do something cool like they do on the Bronco Raptor or on the F-150 Raptor. Hell, it's not even on the Raptor series by itself. The Trimmer, I think, now has a modular bumper, and the regular Bronco has a modular bumper option as well in some of the model types. So Ford, please make it to where we can get a modular bumper from factory. So now we're at the fifth and final gripe, and probably the biggest one I have with the Ford Ranger Raptor. That is the one outlet for a 400 watt output charger. I don't know why it's even here. It's almost useless, honestly. You can charge a portable refrigerator while you're going and maybe charge a few other things, but most auxiliary batteries, which I have in the back of the truck to charge things to keep my portable fridge going, this won't charge it when you're driving. So the output trips when you try to charge like a big auxiliary battery, and it won't continuously charge it. It'll click on, charge for like 10 seconds and then click off, and it won't continuously charge. So it's almost useless. It's not enough watts for you to power anything, any power tools or anything while you're really needing to use it. It's just kind of useless. On the F-150, they have it to where you can, they have a generator system that you can power tools. It'll charge auxiliary batteries while you're driving. There's no problem with it. But Ford really needs to rethink this. And also in the 2025, they got rid of the cigarette lighter port. There was a cigarette lighter port on the 2024. And for some reason, Ford was like, we need to save money. We need to save the $5 to remove the 12 watt charger. And I think the wiring's still there for the truck, so you can wire it up yourself. But it's just a weird choice, which I'm sure was a cost cutting measure, but just seems kind of silly. this is disappointing. Honestly, this is a disappointing feature. It almost doesn't even need to be here. Maybe there's an aftermarket option to where you can rewire this to make it to where it's higher watt charging, or maybe bypass the safety switch off to where you can charge an auxiliary battery. But really, I think what I'm going to have to do to charge my battery while I'm driving on long trips is to buy DJI's like charger system, which mounts directly to the battery, goes underneath the truck, and I can run it over here. It's just, that thing's $500 or something like that, and it just, I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't have to go buy that. This is my biggest gripe though. All right, so that is 5 things I dislike about the truck. One that I may hate, which is the charger, or the 400 watt output in the back, but even that's pretty minor. Overall, the package that you get on this truck is fantastic, but I want to be truthful. I want to be honest. I want to be genuine here on this channel and give you my honest take. As we continue to drive it around, I'll probably come up with some other things I don't like about it, but right now, these are the 5 that stick out to me at the most, but minimal. Overall, the truck's great, and I think in next week's video, we're going to talk about the 5 things I absolutely love about the truck to offset the 5 things I hate about the truck. So that's it for this video. If you own a Ranger Raptor, let me know what your 5 dislikes are about the truck and things that you wish were a little bit better on the truck. And if you don't own the truck, let me know if you think what I'm saying is a little nitpicky, or if it helps you out, or if there's anything else you're curious about of why I didn't mention that I dislike it, something that you may dislike. I'll give you my best opinion. I'll give you my honest take on it. I won't bullshit you. I don't get paid by Ford. I don't get paid by any of these companies that I do reviews on. It's just my opinion. I'm just a guy that owns a truck that wants to help out. So please like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Next week, we're going to do a 5 things I love about the Ranger Raptor. So stay tuned. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for checking out the video. Peace.